Introduction. Global tensions continue to reshape international politics, connecting conflicts across Eastern Europe and the Middle East. In this complex geopolitical environment, Ukraine is attempting to expand its role on the international stage. While the country remains deeply engaged in its war with Russia, it is also offering its military expertise to partners facing similar security threats. In particular, Ukraine has developed significant experience in defending against drone attacks. Now, Ukrainian officials hope that this expertise could lead to new partnerships, financial support, and access to advanced military technologies. At the center of this strategy is the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Ukraine's experience with drone warfare. During the war between Ukraine and Russia, drones have become one of the most decisive weapons on the battlefield. Russian forces have frequently used Iranian-made drones to target Ukrainian cities, infrastructure, and military positions. Among the most widely used systems are the so-called suicide drones, known as Shahed drones. These drones are designed to travel long distances before striking their targets with explosive payloads. Facing repeated attacks, Ukraine was forced to rapidly develop methods to defend its airspace. Over time, Ukrainian forces introduced several strategies to intercept these threats. These include electronic jamming systems, low-cost interceptor drones, radar detection networks, and air defense weapons. After years of combat experience, Ukraine has developed a unique expertise in countering these drone attacks. This expertise is now attracting attention from several countries around the world. Ukrainian specialists in the Middle East. Recently, Ukraine sent several teams of military specialists to the Middle East. According to President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, these teams were deployed to analyze drone threats and demonstrate Ukrainian counter-drone technologies. The specialists visited several countries in the region, including Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia. Ukrainian experts were also sent to a United States military base in Jordan. Their mission was primarily technical. They evaluated local defense capabilities and demonstrated systems designed to intercept hostile drones. President Zelenskyy emphasized that Ukraine is not participating in combat operations in the region. Instead, the goal is to share defensive knowledge and technical expertise, the search for financial and technological support. However, this cooperation also reflects Ukraine's broader strategic goals. After years of war, the country faces enormous economic and military challenges. As a result, Ukrainian officials are hoping to secure funding and advanced technologies in exchange for their assistance. These agreements could involve financial investments, technology transfers, or joint defense projects. For Ukraine, such partnerships could strengthen its defense industry while also supporting its wartime economy. The position of the United States. The United States plays a critical role in these discussions. However, American leaders have expressed mixed views about Ukraine's potential involvement in Middle Eastern defense efforts. The U.S. President Donald Trump recently stated that the United States does not necessarily need Ukrainian assistance to defend against Iranian drones. According to Trump, American forces already possess the technology required to intercept such threats. Despite this position, Ukraine continues to push for a major agreement with the United States regarding drone cooperation. President Zelenskyy has suggested that a potential contract could be worth between $35 and $50 billion. For Ukraine, such an agreement would represent a major financial and technological breakthrough. Concerns about the Middle East conflict. At the same time, Ukrainian officials are closely watching the situation in the Middle East. If the United States shifts more military resources toward that region, Ukraine fears it could receive less military support. Ukraine depends heavily on Western air defense systems to protect its cities and infrastructure. Any reduction in these supplies could weaken its ability to defend against ongoing Russian attacks. For this reason, Kyiv continues to stress the importance of maintaining international focus on the war in Ukraine, protecting Ukraine's drone industry. As global interest in Ukrainian drone technology grows, the government is also seeking to strengthen control over its defense industry. President Zelenskyy recently warned that some foreign companies are attempting to purchase Ukrainian drones directly from manufacturers. The Ukrainian government now wants these agreements to go through official state channels. This policy aims to protect national security interests and ensure that international deals are negotiated at the political level. Ukraine's growing international role. These developments highlight how Ukraine is transforming battlefield experience into diplomatic influence. By sharing its knowledge about drone warfare, the country hopes to build stronger alliances and secure strategic partnerships. In a world where drones are playing an increasingly important role in modern warfare, this expertise has become extremely valuable. Conclusion: the situation reflects the growing complexity of international conflicts. Wars in Eastern Europe and rising tensions in the Middle East are increasingly interconnected. Military technology,